Hare Krishna! Today we will be talking about yoga, and in particular, which yoga would best suit us. I did a search on the internet for yoga, and the most I found were a few sitting postures and bodily exercises. It's even embarrassing to see some of the thumbnails screaming for attention. What actually is yoga, and why did ancient Indians even practice it? Yoga is a Sanskrit word meaning to add or to connect our consciousness with the Supreme, whereas Viyoga is the opposite, which means to subtract or to disconnect. These days, the conception of yoga is limited to simply something done to keep our bodies fit or to reduce stress. Ordinarily, the sitting postures were a part of a larger system known as Ashtanga Yoga. As the name indicates, Ashtanga Yoga has 8 limbs. The first one is Yama, the second one is Niyama, that means rules and regulations to follow, what should be done and what should not be done. The third one is Asana, or sitting postures, which help us calm down the mind. And the fourth step is Pranayama, which is how to control the breathing for the same purpose of controlling the mind. The fifth step is Pratyahar, that means blocking out all external distractions. The sixth stage is Dharana, that means trying to concentrate the mind. The seventh stage is Dhyan, where the mind is able to concentrate and meditate. And the eighth stage is Samadhi, where that's the perfection of yoga. So yoga asanas is the third step at pacifying the mind, and the goal of yoga is connecting with the Supreme. Those who don't believe beyond the physical body accept yoga as some physical exercises to enhance sensual enjoyment and longevity. There are others who believe the self to be above physical experiences, and they identify themselves with their minds. Such people practice these yoga principles to acquire mental equilibrium, peace and satisfaction. There are still others who believe the self to be beyond the mind, and they identify themselves with the universal cosmic energy. Their aim in practicing yoga is to merge themselves with the universal cosmic energy, and they achieve their ends by strictly, rigidly following these 8 angas, Ashtanga Yoga, until they are completely aloof of all external activities and physical phenomenon. And a rare few remain who maintain their individuality and try to establish a loving relationship with the Supreme Almighty through the process of Bhakti Yoga, or the yoga of love. According to one's level of understanding and faith, one decides to follow certain types of yogas. Those desiring to enhance bodily pleasures follow the path of Karma Yoga, or Karma, which means fruitive works. Basically, do good and get good. Do something as a sacrifice with a desire of going to the heavenly planets and enjoying much better. So they aspire for these kind of results in every action they do. There are others who realize the futility in bodily pleasures, knowing that we are spiritual beings and that one day we will have to leave our bodies. They aspire to altogether stop the cycle of birth and death and attain liberation or nirvana. Such people follow the path of Jnana Yoga, elevating themselves over duality by constant contemplation and meditation on the temporary nature of this world. There are others who like to explore this universe and reach different planetary systems after quitting their physical bodies, or who want to acquire some mystical powers by which they can control and manipulate others and nature. Such people adopt the Dhyana Yoga, which is also known as Ashtanga Yoga, and they get such capabilities. And finally, there are those who are searching for real love, unending love, through a direct relationship with the Supreme Almighty. They follow the path of Bhakti Yoga, which is very easy and joyously performed. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna instructs Arjuna how to practice Dhyana Yoga. Although Arjuna was competent and had previously practiced yoga to please many demigods, including Lord Shiva, He flatly refused the proposal of Krishna and presented himself as an ordinary worldly man for the sake of guiding the future generations. Lord Krishna reciprocated by reassuring Arjuna that whoever sincerely remembered the Lord, who is situated in everyone's heart, is factually the topmost yogi, and that the real goal of yoga is to always remember the Lord. Now, how to do that is a matter described by the Lord himself in the Bhagavad Gita, and it's really easy, and many people are gradually accepting the importance of spirituality in their day-to-day lives. As always, I'd urge you to give the Gita a thorough reading and see your life turn towards true happiness, meaning and joy. Please read the Bhagavad Gita. See you next week with more on spirituality. Hare Krishna.